I would hold on to the rope like Tarzan, and I would be like, ah! And I would grab you like this, and Daddy would hold on to my leg, and then we would just swing to the other side.
Thank you, gracias. Now we are headed to Jardin, which is supposedly one of the most scenic pueblos in all of Colombia. And it's about a 4-hour drive today, 3 to 4 hours, depending on construction and landslides and traffic and all that kind of stuff. You did it, Caspio. You held your breath through the whole tunnel. Gracias.
Had a gorgeous drive from Medellín south to the pueblo of Jardin. We were entering the coffee region of Colombia. Much of the route was along a well-maintained toll road which took us high in elevation through the misty clouds. As usual, there was some construction along the way.
And that's because of the landslides. A lot of landslides that happen here due to the rain and take out the highways. As a matter of fact, an entire section of the Pan American Highway was taken out, and we're going to have to cross a detour on our way to Ecuador. Many people who consider international overlanding are really concerned about military checkpoints. We've been through a ton of them, and almost always they're just like this, where they wave you through, even in a high-profile vehicle like Dauntless. One of the first military checkpoints we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
We are approaching the town of Jardin. We're at 5,416 feet of elevation, and we've been climbing for about the past 30 kilometers or so.
Jardin, Antioquia, is one of 17 heritage towns in Colombia. The central plaza is the hub of life, and the church, which is located on the plaza, deserves special mention. It's called the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception. This church was named a Colombian National Monument in 1980. It has 128 windows and 32 capitals and arches, which are covered in 18-karat gold. Of the many churches we visited in Colombia, this is one of the most beautiful. A short walk from the plaza is the Gallito de Roca Preserve. It's a bird sanctuary that features the Gallito de Roca, or cock of the rock birds. It's a must-visit for any bird watchers. You can easily spend an hour relaxing in this small preserve.
This is like a Dr. Seuss plant.
A Dr. Seuss plant? Jardin Colombia is an incredible place to visit, and there is something that you absolutely have to do if you are brave enough.
So behind us is a cable car called La Garufa, and it is quite different from the one in Medellín, a little bit less tech. And we are going to go across this massive chasm, and it's going to be awesome. We're not going to bounce down, and we're not going to be killed. I just won't stand for that.
I guess if you really needed to, you could hold on to me and hold on to the rope, and we can zip line back.
I would hold on to the rope like Tarzan, and I would be like, ah! And I would grab you like this, and Daddy would hold on to my leg, and then we would just swing to the other side.
If I need to, I could use both my hands and just slide down.
Perfect.
They literally yank on this line, and it pulls you a little bit, and then you get pulled forward. It's on these little pulleys. You like it? Gracias.
Once you've taken the cable car, or garufa, up to the mirador, there's not too much there. So we just got back in the cable car and headed down. The ride down was even more fun than the way up.
Caspian, what did you think of that experience?
I really liked it.
You were scared at first, right?
Don't mention it.
One final stop before we head out of town is our favorite bakery in Jardin, and that is this place called Ambrosia. If you are ever in Jardin, make sure you stop at Cafe Ambrosia.
We were in Jardin for 4 nights. It was a beautiful town. It rained a lot, and the locals said it doesn't normally rain that much. We just happened to get there during a big patch of rain. We only have until about April 1st to arrive in Ecuador. And so we have less than 3 weeks now in Colombia. So we're headed south towards Parela and then Salento. So we're going through road construction, which is not unusual at all. And normally there's a construction worker at the beginning telling people when to start and stop, and there was nobody. We're like stuck, and I don't know when we're gonna get to go because the traffic's just gonna keep coming.
So now the traffic has come to a complete stop. People are starting to honk their horns.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they're just head-on traffic right now.
And nobody's deciding to back down. It's like a game of chicken. That's just crazy that they don't have any person to tell you. So you can never trust Google Maps. Google Maps said this was a 3-hour and 50-minute drive, just so you get an idea. We've already been on the road for 3 hours and 2 minutes, and Google is saying that we have an hour and 46 minutes left. So if you're ever driving in South America, make sure that whatever Google Maps says, you almost double it, or at least add an hour or two. No idea what that motorcycle is distracted the police officer. After that last police checkpoint, our drive to our next campsite just north of Jardin Colombia was pretty uneventful until we got to the last 3 kilometers. We have this habit lately of choosing campgrounds that have a ridiculous yet beautiful drive to get to them. These roads are no wider than our Jeep, but they are 2-way roads. They're full of blind curves, steep grades, and shelf roads. And while the Colombian locals may be used to these roads, they still make our hearts race. The scenery, though, is beautiful, and this is all part of the adventure. Eventually, we made it to where we'd be spending the night. Look at this. We are in the middle of the coffee region of Colombia. This is a coffee farm. It's really pretty here. This is where we're going to park, just outside the main door, and it's time to get Dauntless all set up.
We spent a couple of restful nights here in this beautiful valley, but we had our sights set on some hot springs that were just south of us that would end up being one of the most beautiful places we visited on our entire trip so far. You'll get to see them in our next video. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications. And if you want to go behind the scenes with us, we invite you to join us on our Patreon account, where we share transparently what this journey is really like. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video.